TradingView is a very powerful platform to add to your trading and investing arsenals, from simple live charts for your favorite stocks to more advanced charts with a ton of indicators that you can add to your arsenal. It's safe to say that you have a lot at your fingertips here on TradingView. And in today's video, we've done some of the hard work for you, so we're going to share 3 tools outside of your basic charts and indicators that can help 10x your trading. On top of that, we do have one extra bonus feature that some of you may or may not be aware of that we do want to mention at the end that could be a major key when it comes to learning from your mistakes and actually going back to help take something away that you can use in your next trade. And if you like these types of videos, consider hitting the thumbs up button and subscribing here to the channel. Let's dive right in. We're going to leave a link down below to TradingView for a 30-day completely free trial. Now, you do not need to pay for TradingView to get access to it. There is a free version. Now, it is a version that doesn't have all the bells and whistles that you can get with the paid versions, but it is something to keep in mind. The first tool is going to be the long and short position tool. What does that mean? We actually have it queued up here in the top right, favorited. But over on the left-hand side, if you scroll on down under this tab right here, there's a long position and a short position, okay? What do these tools allow you to do? If I click on the long position and I go over to my chart, and let's say that I wanted to take a long position right now where the price on SPX is sitting, which is the S&P 500 index, I'll jump right down, hit that price, and now I can scroll through and I can actually adjust this position, or at least a theoretical position that I would take. Now, why is this useful and why would I even use this? Well, now it's going to make it super easy for me to see my risk reward. So let's just say that I'm looking at a trade. It could be on the 1-minute time frame, the 1-day time frame. It doesn't matter. And I'm looking at this trade and I want to have a 2-to-1 risk reward, right? And I'm trading on my phone, or I'm trading on this platform, or maybe I'm trading on TradingView and I've connected my broker, which we do have a video here on the channel showing you how to connect your brokerage platform or some brokerage platforms, and they're rolling out more over time to TradingView so you can trade from TradingView's platform. But let's say I've done that, or I'm trading somewhere else. It doesn't really matter, but I want to map things out so I can visually see it right in front of me. I'm either going to start with my risk, or I'm going to start with my price target, my profit level. So let's say I'm looking to target on this first white band. Okay, that's an area that I think will be a resistance zone up around 3750 on SPX. Let's say that that's my target. I now need to adjust my bottom, my red part here, my risk, so that that risk reward ratio here in the middle of the screen is a 2.00 or better or more, okay? And so if I scroll up, I'm gonna get a 2 right there. So now all I'm gonna do is I am simply going to click on the buy button. Let's say I'm taking a trade or I'm going long, and I'm going to click on the sell button when we either hit the bottom of this range, where is my max risk, or we hit the top of this range, which is my profit target. And I can automate this in my brokerage platform, put a limit sell, put a stop loss order in. I can do all of that stuff on my platform. But having this makes it so much easier to see for yourself right in front of you, and then just follow along. You map out your risk, map out your reward, follow along. As simple as that. And of course, there is the short position feature as well. Same thing. All I'm going to be doing is making money on the downside. Let's say I wanted to short the stock right here, or SPX right here. I'll move this guy right down and say, okay, I'm going to enter in right around here, right where we're sitting at right now. I'm going to have a stop loss at that zone, so at the top of that zone, which I think is going to be an area of resistance. We get above that. I don't want to hold this because, okay, it's invalidating my current setup. But now I need to make sure that my target to the downside to make a 2-to-1 risk reward is all the way down here in this example. Now, again, you can make this however you see fit. And if you have a system or strategy that is right 50-50, meaning that you're right half the time, then a 2-to-1 risk reward is going to be good, but you can technically still be profitable at a 1.5-to-1, where you risk $1 to make 1.5 on every trade, as long as you're respecting those levels. And let's say you had a 90% win rate on a specific strategy, well, then you can be profitable with less than a 1-to-1 risk reward. It really just comes down to the strategy that you're running and your risk reward, and ultimately your win rate at the end of the day, which is why back testing is important. The second tool is the snapshot feature. Up in the top right, this little take snapshot camera feature. You can take a picture of your chart, copy the chart image, copy the link, open it up in a new tab, and then go ahead and tweet it right from there. Now, for me, I think one of the best ways to go about this is just save the image. It's going to then download the file as a PNG file onto your computer, onto your downloads. I'll open up that PNG file, and just like that, I now have an image of my chart. Now, is it actually going to be super useful? Now, the great thing about it is that it's not going to add, or it's going to actually cut things off. For example, if I kind of minimize this, guys, it's not going to have the bar on the left-hand side. It's not going to have that top bar at the top right here where it has SPX, indicators, alerts. It's not going to have that. It's going to just simply take the chart picture that you have on your screen. It's not even going to have at the bottom left all those 1 day, 5 day, 1 month, 3 month chart. It's not going to have any of that. It's going to keep the chart super clean. It's going to have the indicators on your chart, whatever drawings you have, whatever is inside of the chart window, the price range, all that stuff. And that's it. And it's going to have a timestamp on it as well. So you're going to be able to come back to this and say, hey, I took this picture on this date at this exact time, and boom. Now, the best use of this is for journaling trades. Now, you're going to see there's going to be one more piece here. The bonus in the video is going to also be a major key in journaling trades and learning from your mistakes. But this is one of the best things. If you are journaling your trades and you're saying, okay, here's what I saw, here's what I did, here's where I went right, here's where I went wrong, get that snapshot. Take that snapshot at the end of the day. Take it at the end of the week. Take it at the end of the month so that you can see and go back to this weeks, months, years down the road and improve from what you've done in the past. For me, I've actually got a platform that I actually export some of my trades to, and it takes all my executions and fills and has it all and tracks all that good stuff. And then I take a snapshot at the end of every trade or at the end of every day and upload that snapshot to that trade's log. This way I have all that data, all the information there for myself to always refer back to. Number 3, this is the comparison feature. Up in the top left, this little plus button right here, I'm going to do is I'm going to overlay, let's say, the 10-year bond yield, okay? I can have the same percentage scale, a new price scale, or a new pane. I'm going to just have it as the same percentage scale, okay? I'm going to import this in or click on that little symbol. There's ways to customize this. If I pull down my drop-down menu right here, it'll have it as the US 10-year here, and I can, of course, come in here. I can edit this, the style, the visibility, the color, all of that good stuff if I want to. But one of these, this is one of the best things to do because now I can zoom in and I can say, okay, what is the correlation that I'm seeing? Am I seeing a correlation here? Well, what I'm noticing is that as this 10-year orange line, this 10-year yield has gone up so far this year, the stock market, as it really started to get to the upside or really push up, the stock market has gone down, okay? So that's the correlation that I can notice from the 10-year yield against the stock market. Now, of course, I can pull up stocks and pin stocks versus stock and say, okay, that when this stock goes up, this stock goes down, or when these stocks have a positive correlation, these stocks have a negative correlation. So it's really useful to compare stocks and get a really good feel as to what might move something else, a different asset class, or if you can pick out correlations that you can better use in your future trading or investing, it's useful. Okay, awesome. But now for the bonus. What's number 4? What is another feature, another tool that you can use here on TradingView that is going to be killer in terms of your success and 10xing your trading? That's this feature up in the top left. That's the replay feature right here. What I'm going to do is click on this feature. It's going to ask me to jump to a time frame. See how this blue line's popping up? I'm going to jump back, let's say, to this time frame right before the peak here, before we started to pull back the downside. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replay this chart, let it play out, and I'm going to click on the play button right here, and it is going to play back the next couple of days in the sequence here. In this case, I'm looking at the 1 year, 1 day chart. That might not be as useful as diving into, let's say, a 5 day, 5 minute. Let's go over that too. If I jump back here, pause that, I'm going to go over to replay. I'm going to click on exit this mode. I'm going to jump back to the 5 day, 5 minute chart right here. Click on the 5 day, give it a second, click on the replay again. And I'm going to go back to, let's just say, this time frame before this big pullback right here. Now I'm going to watch what happens. I'm going to watch my screen, click on the play button, and I can go frame by frame, candle by candle. It'll go 5 minute candle by 5 minute candle, and it's going to walk me through the price action. So if I want to go back to a specific day, I want to go back to a specific minute or a specific span of time, a key exchange, a key resistance breakout, I can go replay that, watch it, and have a really good feel as to what happened, especially if I haven't seen the price action today. This is one thing for someone who can't watch the price action every single day. It's at work, school, whatever. Come back at night. You can replay a 5 minute chart, way faster than it actually plays out on the day. And you can really soak up all that price action, see resistance levels, see supports all in real time instead of watching it or looking at it after the fact, which might not be as useful to you. It's also a great way to critique your own trades, learn from your own mistakes and your own wins, and then, of course, pair that up with taking screenshots, have it for your own records. So again, there'll be a link to TradingView for a 30-day free trial. You can use essentially any of the platforms you would like, the highest level, the base level, or even the free platform if you would like to, for 30 days for free. Okay, after that, you can, of course, subscribe if you want to, or just use the free platform. You're not going to have all the features that TradingView does offer, but of course, it comes down to your preference and your needs. If you don't see a value or a need, then don't pay for it. That's one of the biggest things. I don't want people to feel like they need to pay for more and more things just to become better at their trading. If it's not something that you've seen value in, then don't pay for it. Don't waste the money on it. But the great thing is that you got 30 days free to try it out. Outside of that, make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button so you don't miss future videos just like this. On top of that, we'll leave a webinar to 3 trading signals that you can add to your arsenal for free down below in the video description and pinned comment. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.